Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Gilmore here for another video, another twofer, because you're going to get two for the price of one. Here tonight, on this cold as fuck Monday evening, Monday night, depending where you are, November the 14th, 2022, right here, on the Peter fucking Gilmore channel, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video. And don't forget to like the video. Stick that thumb straight up the fucking ass! And subscribe to this very channel and all my other channels, which are down there in my pants, otherwise known as the description box. And as always, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. But you gotta be real. If you're not, you're fake. Get out of here. And share the video all over the internet. And tap that fucking bell. Basically treat it like it's your bitch. And turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn thing. And if you do, well, too bad. But if you're new and new here, then welcome to the party, pal. Hope you enjoy the ride. And if not, hop off. Go to some other jerks fucking channel that only gets 5 fucking subs and 5 views. I'm more entertaining than them, but if you want to go there, go there. But it is what it is. But if you do like the content, hit that like button and tell all those other motherfuckers, especially Susan, that you're gonna stick that thumb straight up there. Good old. And pretty much that's it. So like the video if you're new. Subscribe to this channel and my other channels as well. Leave a comment, or 2, or 3, or 4, or more. Who knows? But it is what it is. If you're new and like the content, thank you very much. And hopefully you'll subscribe and tell your friends and they'll subscribe. And all that other good shit. But we move on from there. That's it. Alright, on this Monday evening, getting close to Monday night, we got Monday night coming up in at the top of the hour from Louisville, Kentucky. Yep. So Louisville, Kentucky is going to have Monday Night Raw tonight. We're going to talk about that a little bit with an extra. I did one the other day about, I did a little bit of a Raw preview, but there's some extra stuff that's coming out now about Raw tonight. So I'm going to do an extra Raw preview for you guys. And a couple other things I saw on Ringside News today. So I want to get to this really quickly. And get to Monday Night Raw. And then later on tonight on the Killer Demons channel, your Monday Night Raw review. Live and in color. And that's it. Alright, so as the title below says, on this particular video, now, Saturday night, I did a video about one of my favorite people in the world, and, no, not Rosemary, I wish it was, but she's one of my favorites, you know, well, she's my demon bride, my demon assassin, so. Want to put the goddamn stamp of approval on the prophecy. But it is what it is. But another member of my glorious group, and that is her arch nemesis, no, not Sue Young, it's the other one, Abadon. I did a video about Abadon suffering a very serious injury on Saturday night in her match with Joey Ace. She had to be, the match stopped, obviously, and we didn't know what happened. I mean, I didn't see how she got hurt, but, I mean, medics came and everything. Joey Ace had to legit freaking carry Abadon out of the ring to the back so the medics can take care of her. There was a stretcher there. I think she got taken to the hospital. I don't know which one in Brooklyn, but whatever. But, there was reports that she dislocated her shoulder. Well, at least it's a shoulder injury, because she's grabbing her shoulder. So I couldn't get anything from my good friend Joey and the other Joey you know. But I couldn't get any new information online, even from Ringside News, the Bible of all sports. Nothing was updated until today, per Ringside News. And you can just go on Ringside News and you can look it up yourself. But there is an update on Abadon, and it's still sad what happened to her, but there is a silver lining in this, and it's pretty damn good news. She's not seriously hurt. She's going to be out for a while, let's just say that. But Abadon had suffered a broken collarbone after she was going for a Hurricane Rana on Joey Ace, and I think she landed wrong. And she did the Hurricane Rana and landed on her shoulder, broke her collarbone, and stopped the match. So, but thankfully it could have been a lot worse. But broken collarbone. So she's gonna be in a cast, obviously. And she's gonna be out. They didn't really say a time frame, but knowing collarbone injuries like I do, I suffered a collarbone injury on this side of my collarbone, my left collarbone. I was out for this happened 30 years ago. Well, about to hit 30. This September 2023 would be 30 years since I broke my clavicle, collarbone, whatever you want, scapula, whatever you want to call it. So I know all about that. So it took me a little over a couple weeks to about a month or two to actually get healed up. I mean, because when I got hit, I broke my I broke my collarbone. Really bad. Because I got hit by a car and then I got launched into the air. And I came down. I didn't even know I broke it. I got up like after I got hit. I got right up. Didn't think anything of it. Just like fell on the floor, you know. And then there was people that saw it. They called the ambulance. The medics came and raised my arm, and I was like, ah, shit! You know, it hurt. So they took me to the hospital, took x-rays, broke my collarbone. They put me in a body cast that looked like a freaking bra. I got no titties. How you gonna breastfeed me, Mom? You got no tits! You know? Like Eminem used to say in his very first single. But I digress. So yeah, I was put in a body cast, and I was in that for about 3 to 4 weeks, and this was when I was in high school, and my senior year of high school in 1993. Missed 2 days of school, and I couldn't even carry my books. I usually carry my books on my left shoulder anyway, so I had to get a person to basically come to my classes. He took me to my class. I sat in my class, waited for him to come back. I had to go up the stairs. Or really didn't have to go up the stairs. I used the elevator most of the time. But I got out of gym for that. Didn't have gym from September all the way till about February. But yeah, I didn't have to go to physical therapy or anything like that. I had to really lay on my back, which sucked, because one day I rolled over and I was in tremendous pain trying to roll back over. So that sucks. And then when I got the body cast off, I almost re-aggravated it hiking in New Jersey. And I didn't see a ledge, and I tripped over the little ledge, and I kind of braced myself, and I tried to, caught myself, luckily, and I went like this, and I thought I hurt my shoulder, but thankfully I didn't. But in any case, I know what Abadon is feeling now, girl. I know you're in a lot of pain right now, but it's gonna heal up. Hopefully, it's not, it's gonna get back together, and hopefully we'll see Abadon sometime in 2023. I think she'll be out at most 2 months. I would say 2 to 4 months tops, depending on the severity of the broken collarbone. But I think she's gonna be out for a couple months, and then she's gonna possibly rehab, and it is what it is. But at least it's not a serious injury, but it's just a broken collarbone, and she'll heal up in a couple months, and she'll get back to taking people's souls like the Undertaker. She took my soul that night, on Saturday night. Like, the thing's over there, I'm not gonna go get it. But it is what it is. Like, the picture's on my, actually it's on this, I think it's on my, this one or my Peter Gilmore, my PG Rants community tab. So, go check it out. And that's all I gotta say about that. And you don't think I get wrestlers. But I digress. So, to Abadon, once again, get better, girl. Can't wait to see you again in that very ring. Hopefully back in New York, or maybe New Jersey, I don't know. Or on AEW Dark or Elevation, but really, you should be on Dynamite or Rampage every goddamn week. Tony Khan! Just saying. Because last time we had a match was November 4th show, which was, Rampage. Well, the tapings. I know she was on Elevation, I know that. Taking on Amy Rose. And then she has one that hasn't aired yet. So it could be happening this week, next week, I don't know. And that's it. So we'll see Abadon one more time on TV, but it'll be a pre-taped match. But live in the ring, or just on TV, probably won't see it for a couple months. That's all I got to say about that. And we'll move on. Speaking of AEW, special announcement for Rampage was announced today. Not this week's, but next week's Rampage, the Black Friday edition of Rampage, is going to be taped. Well, obviously it's taped. It's going to be taped on Wednesday from Chicago with the Thanksgiving Bash that they're going to have next Wednesday, the aftermath of Full Gear, which is this Saturday, don't forget. So Rampage, obviously going to be taped next week, but there's a button, always thinks, like those trolls, but I digress. So Rampage is going to be not at 10 o'clock, not even at 7 o'clock, not even 6 o'clock. Special start time for Rampage next Friday night, 4 p.m. 4 o'clock, Rampage. That I never would think on a Friday night wrestling show at 4 p.m. You would think that was just, like, freaking Superstars of Wrestling back in the day at 10 o'clock in the morning on Channel 5 back in the 80s, early 90s. Or even Wrestling Spotlight at 12 o'clock at night back on MSG back in the day. Or even Wrestling Challenge or Superstars of Wrestling early in the morning on a Saturday or Sunday morning. But 4 o'clock Rampage next Friday. That's interesting. So after SmackDown goes off the air, which I think SmackDown is taped as well. I haven't heard anything about SmackDown being live next week. I don't know why it would be live. But yeah, SmackDown's going to be on at 8 o'clock, and then it's going to end at 10, and then everybody's going to be doing their live streams at like 10 o'clock. It'll be over by like 11, 12 o'clock. So you don't have to you have to do your, you do your SmackDown watch along, then you go right into Rampage watch along. You don't have to do that next week. You can have a watch along at 4 o'clock, and then you take a little break, you have a little bit of din, and then, or your sensible dinner, or just go to sleep for a little bit. And then at 8 o'clock, you have your SmackDown watch along, and then you do your review or whatever you're going to do that Friday night. So that's kind of interesting. 4 o'clock Rampage next week. Interesting. But we move on. Alright, so we got Raw coming up in about 40 minutes from now. And I mentioned this on Saturday that the big match on Raw this Monday night, well, tonight, actually now, it's going to be Fiend Balor taking on Seth freaking Rollins, I should say. That match is now for the United States title. It should be a very interesting match. Kind of a rematch from 2016. But it is what it is. I think Seth Rollins will get the win. Obviously retain. And we'll see what happens with that. But we also got some other things going to be happening on Raw tonight that was announced today on Ringside News. We're going to have a segment with Miz TV. Basically, he's going to come out and apologize for his actions. You know, the whole Johnny Gargano expose thing. So he's going to apologize for all the shit with Dexter and everything else. So we'll see what happens with that. But also we have another match that was announced. So that's going to be our good friend, our Weed Man. No, not RVD. Because nobody gets higher than RVD. You know what that means. Rob Van Dam! You suck. Ain't that right, Rob? You suck Katie Forbes pussy. Oh, I would love to do that too, but you know. Hi, Katie. How you doing? Anyway, but we got the other Weed Man himself, Matt Riddle, bro. He's going to be taking on Chad Gable. Sheesh! Shush, please. Thank you. So, Matt Riddle versus Chad Gable, one-on-one. It was supposed to be a tag team match with Matt Riddle and Elias taking on the Alpha Academy, but for some odd reason, now it's a one-on-one match. So, it is what it is. We got that. Also, there was some interesting. I don't know if this actually happened, because I haven't seen anything about this. But I overheard somebody say that Austin Theory got released today. I didn't hear that. I didn't see anything on Ringside News. I haven't even looked. I mean, I'm on Ringside News right now. I don't see anything regarding Austin Theory getting released. I know he got buried last week when he cashed in the Money to Brand briefcase on Seth Rollins and lost, and everybody got pissy because Triple H made a really bad business decision. But I mean, why would WWE even think of getting rid of Austin Theory? That would make no sense. I mean, going to NXT, yeah, then I could see that, but why would they release him? I don't think they got released, so whoever said that, you're a clickbaiter. Not really a clickbaiter, you just left a stupid comment. Just saying. Next time you think that he got released, go to the source, please. I'm just saying, but I don't think Austin Theory will ever get released. Now that now that Hunter's around, you know, even Roman saying, "Oh, Daddy's not here no more." Well, if Austin Theory wants to stay, I think Triple H has to be his daddy now. And Triple H is high on the guy, so I mean, he did come from Evolve, so I just really think that Triple H fucked up by making Austin Theory lose the Money in the Bank briefcase and fail to cash in. I just thought it was a really bad business decision, and he knows it. Right there, Paul Hunter. But I don't know where Austin Theory goes from here. They want to bring back the Way, or reform the Way, you know, with Johnny and Austin Theory, Dexter and Indy, and Candice, of course. But what I think they should do is maybe let him go to NXT for a little bit. Maybe revitalize his career like they did with Mandy Rose. I mean, we'll see what happens with that. But they kind of dropped the ball with Austin Theory. But that's all I got to say about that. And we'll move on from there. So I talked about Rampage being at 4 o'clock next week. Full Gear is this Saturday. Can't wait for that in Newark, New Jersey. I will do my predictions. Actually, I will be doing my predictions Saturday afternoon, early. So, because I'm going to a watch-along party, not on YouTube, in the city to watch that at a bar with my friends. Yeah, I got real friends, so I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna have good old clean fun, get drunk, and I'm gonna have fun. Speaking of getting drunk, I almost got drunk Saturday night. Jeez. A couple people came in, bought some White Claw, and then All I know is there's a big bottle of Jack. Big bottle of Jack. I'm like, oh shit, Jack Daniels. Oh shit, we getting drunk. The guy's like giving out shots and shit. He goes like, oh, you want a shot? Come on. I'm like, yeah, sure. I'll take a shot. Why not? Smoke if you got him. So he he basically did a salmon on me. He was like, oh. Took the bottle and just like poured it all down my throat and then it go all over me and my shirt, my jacket and everything. Still smells like freaking Jack. But, tasty. And that was a big freaking gulp too, man. He like poured like a lot of it down. Woo. Ugh. That's straight Jack, not with Coke. Straight Jack, which is even more lethal than taking a fifth of freaking Johnny Walker Black or red or blue. That's red, blue label, not blue. You know. But straight Jack is freaking strong, man. If you ever had straight whiskey, good shit, man. Good shit. I mean, I don't drink. I'm not an alcoholic like Rosa is, but she is. I'll admit that she's a fucking alcoholic. She can't control her liquor, but that's a good thing. You know why? Because I get the good drunk sex, and as always, guys, when you have drunk sex, it's the best sex of them all. Absolutely. Drunk sex is the best sex. Absolutely. And if you don't believe it, you haven't tried it yet. Just remember, wrap up that burrito. Because if not, you got problems. I always wrap up that burrito. Because I don't need little minions running around like, oh, give me some Jack, asshole! Like, you're 5! You want some Jack? Go ask your mom. Nah, I don't condone giving kids alcohol at a very young age. I'm just saying. I'm just being funny. It's a bad... Well, whatever it is. But anyway, yeah, that was a good night. I'll do it all again next time. Maybe next time I actually won't drink Jack straight. I'll drink like White Claw or something like that. Or maybe have a beer, like a Corona or something like that. Corona. Who get the coronavirus from drinking a Corona? But I digress. Alright, so we got all that. That's basically all I gotta say. I did mention about the Scarlett Bordeaux incident on my rant channel. Go watch that. It's just stupidity from these fucking marks. They think they're all great and everything. But anyway, speaking of that, Killer Cross and Scarlett, they pulled out of an indie show because of they had some indie commitment, but they had to pull out of that because now they're in WWE. So that was WrestleCade, which is coming up on Thanksgiving weekend, Friday, November 25th to November 27th. I think Paige is going to be there. Soraya Knight, whatever you want to call her, she's going to be there. So yeah, Killer Cross and Scarlett will not be present during WrestleCade weekend, per WrestleCade's Twitter page, because of a commitment. So they couldn't do it. Usually some people who come back, or they go to the indies and they come back to WWE, they have to finish their commitments, usually for some indie shows. Not so much anymore, but it is what it is. That's that. Full Gear is not even sold out yet. What? Hey, if I wanted to, I mean, I got the money. I could go to the Prudential Center if I wanted to, sit in the nosebleed seats, but, yeah. Nah, because, you know, I got, depending on what seat I gotta pay for the New Jersey Transit ticket to get to Newark Penn Station and back, which is like 3 stops. Plus, I have to take a train to get back to Brooklyn and a cab because it's late at night. Just not gonna, whatever. But I could go to, I would go to Full Gear if it was like in New York, but I don't think we're gonna get like a AEW pay-per-view in New York anytime soon. Besides Grand Slam, but as much as I wanted to go to Grand Slam last year and this year, it was sold out by the time I wanted to get tickets. But I hope next year I can get tickets for Grand Slam in that, in Arthur Ashe Hole Stadium in Queens, New York City. But it's just a bitch to get home. Just getting there is going to be an adventure because you got to leave really early if you want to get inside for if there's a meet and greet, and then you have to sit there from about 6 o'clock all the way up to about 11 o'clock, because if they tape anything before or after, you're there, and then you have to go all the way back to the train station, and then you have to wait at least an hour, maybe 2 hours at most for a train, because there's trains that come out of Main Street, and they get all packed, so you gotta be very lucky to do that shit. By the time you're home, depending on where you live, could be 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'll probably be home like 1 or between 1 and 2 a.m. But it's worth it. Just get out real quick, rush to the train, get on the train, try to get a seat, because you want to stand in front of a whole bunch of wrestling fans squeezing together. But it is what it is. It's worth it, so what are you going to do? So, we got that, but Full Gear, there's still tickets available, so if you want to go. Tell Peter Gomez sent you. And that's pretty much it for that. Even Ring of Honor Final Battle tickets are still available. They've only sold 1,500 tickets. They got like 1,000 left. See what happens, Tony Khan, when you have Final Battle not in New York City? Just saying. If you had it in New York, you would have had a sellout at the Hammerstein, not at Terminal 5. Fuck that place. Fucking hate Terminal 5. The place is too hot. It's very small. Used to be called Club Exit back in the day. But now it's not even a club. Now it's just basically where certain bands go. Even In This Moment was going to play there, but on April 1st during the pandemic. But thankfully the pandemic hit. No, I shouldn't say that, but, I was going to go anyway. I was going to try to get there early and be the first few people online. Get to the freaking front of the stage quick, and then take my time getting out. Because that place is here. That place is so small that by the time you get to the front of the stage, like over here, you got all these people that are just right by the door. And then they have to go up to the first, second, or even the top level, where you can't really see much. And that's it for that. Alright, so I'm going to end this here. But let me know your thoughts about Abadon suffering a broken collarbone. Hopefully she gets much better. I sent her, well wishes on Twitter, on her Twitter page and her Instagram, and via video as well. So hopefully she'll be back in a couple months. That's that. Let me know your thoughts about Rampage being at 4 o'clock next week. Also, I forgot to mention before I forget, Kevin Owens suffered a MCL sprain, so he's going to be out possibly 4 to 6 weeks, could be longer, because they don't really know the severity of the sprain, but WWE's hoping it's just 4 to 6 weeks, so he can come back for the Royal Rumble hype, and be in the Royal Rumble, because they were saying that Kevin was going to be on Team Drew, against the Bloodline with Sammy. So I don't know who that fit person could be, unless Kevin's gonna work through this. Maybe I think that's a bad idea. because he's had really bad leg injuries, knee injuries. We don't know that from Ring of Honor days. He's had, I think, both his legs operated on. Just a mess, that guy is. But, you know, hopefully he has a speedy recovery. It's not more than 6 weeks, 12 weeks, 13 weeks. But hopefully he comes back by the Royal Rumble. And hopefully by then they can start the eventual turn of Sami Zayn, who gets back with Kevin Owens. Dean Jericho returns and goes after the Usos for the unified tag team titles and beats them, ends their long reign as champs, which right now is at 484 days as of now. So they are the new longest reigning tag champs in history. They're going to have I always assume they're going to have a celebration tonight on Raw if they're there. Or they're at least going to mention it. I mean, we'll have to see what happens with that. And we're going to get more about Team Bianca and Team Damage Control, who their fit person is. Bianca's going to probably announce that Candice LeRae is going to be on the team, and possibly a mystery partner as her fit person, which could be Sasha Banks, making her return. Naomi maybe as well, who knows? Because it's in Boston. Sasha Banks is from Boston, so it's her hometown. Why not have her come back at the Survivor Series in her hometown? But we have to see what happens with that. Or it could be Tegan Nox. Then again, it could be Mia Yim, but I think they're doing something else with Mia Yim and Rhea Ripley. But we will have to see what happens with that tonight on Monday Night Raw, coming up in about 25 minutes. So let me know your thoughts down below. You guys think of everything I said in the video. Leave your comments down below. Don't forget to smash that like button, stick it straight up to you know what. Subscribe to this channel and my other channels as well, all in the description box. Show me your love and support. And follow me on social media. Hit the bell. Get notified. Hopefully you'll get notified. If not, then just search my channel and hopefully you'll find it. That's it. So I'm going to get ready for Monday Night Raw. And I will be back later tonight, probably about 11:45, midnight or so, depending how I feel. But we'll get to that later. But for now, stay warm if you're in the Northeast. It's 40 degrees outside. So if you're going out, bundle up, bitches. Or stay at home, crank up the heat, or get cozy with your loved one. And that's pretty much it. Enjoy Monday Night Raw tonight. Should be a pretty good show. And that's it. Alright, everybody. Thanks for watching. I'm Peter Goodwin signing off. Peace.